Not a person in America doesn't love donuts.
Well, since I've been here, that's all I've been offered backstage. Donuts and you know, hairspray.
Yeah.
Why not?
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the 10 times British musicians moved to the States.
But the line that crossed, unfortunately, which was an unconscious thing for Lee, was that so you put the black rubber mask on, that's on you, my man. You're now opening up a can of worms that's kind of like goes way beyond this whole personal thing.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10, Rod Stewart. This world-famous singer-songwriter was born in London in 1945. His career began in roughly 1961, but he wouldn't reach the peak of his fame until the 70s and 80s. After some moderate success performing with the Faces in the UK, he moved to Los Angeles in 1975. Stewart then released the album Atlantic Crossing, which became a hit not just in the UK, but also in America. One of the motivations behind this move was simply Britain's high tax rates at the time. In 2023, Stewart sold his LA mansion he bought in 1991, as he decided he wanted to spend more time in the UK. Number 9, Zayn Malik.
We'll go slow and high tempo.
Originally from Bradford, One Direction's Zayn Malik hasn't been in the spotlight much for years, outside of the Yu-Gi-Oh scene that is, which he has recently become more involved with.
No way! No way! Zayn Malik? I can't believe it.
Well, welcome to the stream, Zayn. I wasn't aware that you were a Yu-Gi-Oh fan.
Yeah, I'm a big Yu-Gi-Oh fan.
In the 2010s, he ended up owning homes in Manhattan, Los Angeles, and London. He sold the latter two in 2018, but now he's moved to rural Pennsylvania.
So look, let's talk about Pennsylvania, because it seems like you have found yourself a corner of peace in this crazy world, and certainly the crazy world that you live in, and that it feels really good for you to be in that kind of space.
Definitely, yeah, I love Pennsylvania, it's super chill.
He's lived there since roughly 2018, which was a decision initially made by his ex-partner, Gigi Hadid. Malik says he prefers the quiet of the countryside life and likes to spend his free time gardening, cooking, and fishing. It's certainly an upgrade from the suburbs of Bradford.
I like when I'm doing my music, I don't have a lot of noise around me. There's not a lot of outside influences. I can just really concentrate on my own thoughts.
Number 8, John Lennon.
This karma's gonna get you. Gonna knock you right in the head.
One of the most famous musicians in history was John Lennon. As one of the primary writers for the Beatles, he became a cultural icon globally. After the Beatles disbanded, Lennon pursued a solo career, then opted to move to New York in 1971.
Don't confuse the songs with your own life. I mean, they might have relevance to your own life, but a lot of things do.
Nixon's government wasn't happy about this, as he was a vocal opponent of the Vietnam War. This led to them trying to deport him for about 3 years, but it wasn't successful.
So we met, I'm just a guy, man, who writes songs. You can only say hello, and what else is there?
Lennon lived out the rest of his relatively short life in the States until he was tragically shot to death in 1980. Number 7, Ozzy Osbourne. The late Prince of Darkness was one of the pioneers of heavy metal. After becoming immensely famous as the lead vocalist of Black Sabbath, he moved to America sometime in the 80s. Osbourne remained there for over 25 years, living with his wife Sharon. Together, they became even more famous as stars of their reality series, The Osbournes.
It's really, really beautiful. And the trees have all grown so much since the last time I was there.
Eventually, when Ozzy was in his 70s, the pair decided to return to England. In an interview in 2022, Ozzy said he would prefer to stay in America, saying he felt like he was American now.
Whatever they are.
Look at them.
Where did they come from?
They just came naturally and then decided to stay and had their babies. They just came on their own.
All on their own and decided to stay.
The move and Ozzy's final 3 years are all covered in the recent documentary Ozzy Osbourne Coming Home.
All right, do you want to go back or stay?
Stay.
That's what we want. Yeah!
Number 6, John Lydon. Also known as Johnny Rotten, he's most famous for being the vocalist of the scandalous punk band The Sex Pistols. They reached the height of their fame during the late 70s. 3 years after the band broke up in 1978, Lydon moved to America.
I became an American about 3, 4, 5 years ago, right?
Okay.
I can't quite remember. And I did that because I believed in Barack Obama, and I thought that that was the way forward.
He lived there so long that in 2013, he became a full citizen of the country. Lydon stated he would have never become a citizen during the Bush years, but during Obama's presidency, he became convinced to finally make the change.
But here it goes. I'm now an American, right? And I'm proud to be an American.
Interestingly, it's the third nation he has a citizenship for, as he also possesses Irish and British citizenship.
I've been John Lydon, I've been Johnny Rotten, now I'm Donut Bump. You'll get it eventually when you see the shape of the fella.
Number 5, Billy Idol. This English rock star originally became known as the frontman for the group Generation X. Now Idol's solo career is far more famous than his original band.
One more bad break could bring a fall more.
They achieved moderate success in the UK during the late 70s, but after disbanding, Idol moved to New York in 1981.
Got no human grace, your eyes without a face.
A year later, his debut solo album became a massive hit. His career seemed to only truly take off when he tried pursuing the American dream.
Say your prayers, say your prayers.
It worked out for him as he's absurdly successful. He's remained in the country since, even becoming a citizen in 2018. Number 4, David Coverdale. Originally from North Yorkshire, between 1973 and 76, he was the lead singer of Deep Purple. After making it big with them, he pursued a variety of musical projects, like the group White Snake.
After 50 years plus of incredible journey with you, with Deep Purple, with White Snake, Jimmy Page.
During the 80s, he began living in America, but initially lived in hotels. After a few years of this, in 1988, he moved into an extravagant mansion in Nevada. This remained his home until 2021, when it was sold for $6.8 million.
Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone.
Coverdale even became a citizen in 2007, with Obama being a major motivation for the decision. He said from the moment he saw him in 2004, he fell in love, then wanted to be able to vote for him in 2008.
Once again, I love you with all my heart. Fare thee well.
Number 3, Peter Frampton.
Yeah, now?
Here is the famous... No. Yes.
Not even an estimate. Not even an estimate. I don't believe it.
That was the very famous Barbara Seville.
Originally born in Kent, this guitarist and singer-songwriter used to be in the bands The Herd and Humble Pie. In 1971, after leaving both of these bands, he decided to pursue a solo career. Frampton's first few albums weren't particularly successful, but he'd fully moved to the States by 1975. A year later, his live album, Frampton Comes Alive, became a bestseller. It ended up on the Billboard for 297 weeks in total, almost 2 years. In 1979, he got his own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Eventually, he was motivated to become a full citizen after the tragedy of the September 11th attacks.
Now, where's the...
How's about a beer, eh?
How's about a beer?
Number 2, Morrissey. The The Smiths' lead singer has had a fairly controversial career after leaving the band. Originally from Manchester, after his solo career began taking off, he moved to Los Angeles in 1996.
Punctured bicycle on a hillside desolate.
There, he became so adored by locals that, in 2017, Los Angeles began calling November 10th Morrissey Day. He wouldn't live there permanently though. In 2004, he decided to relocate to Rome.
A jumped up country boy who never knew his place.
An interview from 2006 reveals it was because fans learned about where he lived. The singer loves his privacy, so he hated this development, then decided to give up his dream mansion in LA. Number 1. Craig David. After beginning his career in 1999, David became a staple of the early 2000s R&B scene. In 2002, he became the primary target of Lee Francis's sketch show, Bo Selector. In it, Francis depicted David in an extremely offensive fashion. David understandably did not find it humorous at all. By 2012, the singer had entirely relocated to Miami.
I moved there I think 8 years I've been there now. Why? But to be honest, sometimes it takes you to go all the way to Miami to realize that actually where you really want to be was back in the UK and be home.
In interviews during the mid-2010s, he said this decision wasn't motivated by the negative press caused by Francis. In 2022, he gave contradictory opinions, saying that the mistreatment he suffered was a major factor in his 2009 move.
It went way beyond this is a one-off moment of satire, but even then it was just like I couldn't see anything in any of the characters that in any way was kind of empowering anyone.
Were there any notable cases we forgot to include? Let us know in those comments below.